folks, what's here? Welcome back to another Pokemon Massive video, and tonight we get the Steven Metagross POKEFAIR banner dropping, right? And unlike usual, I will not be summoning on this banner, not because it's not a, it's not a good unit or whatever. Steven Metagross is a fantastic unit, but I already have Steven Metagross at 3 out of 5, so thankfully for me, I don't have to spend any gems on this banner, right? And I can save up some gems to, potentially spend on Sings and Crimsies and or Berg's banner if I don't get them before their banner goes away. So, anyways, let's get into this unit. This unit, it's an old unit, but just for folks who haven't pulled for Steven Metagross before, and aren't too familiar with the unit, let's just go over it, right? So, Steven Metagross, it's a 5-star Steel type, weak to Ghost. It's a physical striker, and as for its stats, 443 HP, which isn't the craziest, right? 384 attack, which is a lot. 170 defense, 125 special attack, 166 special defense, and 222 speed. So, really, really high attack, high defense, high special defense, and mediocre speed, right? So that's basically what it boils down to. Like, it's one of those strikers that it's not like it's very different from what Red is as a striker, right? Or Charizard, right? Charizard, you do a lot of damage. You're okay-ish. Like, Charizard, actually, yeah, Charizard's not like the fastest, but okay. Oh, I guess a better comparison is Grimsley. Sings with Grimsley. Grimsley, very fast. Hits very hard. Cannot take a hit, right? Steven Metagross, on the other hand, still hits hard. Not as fast. But can take a lot of damage, right? Steven Metagross is very, very similar in terms to the Guzma Glisspot, for the most part, right? So, anyways, let's go over its move. Meteor Mash, unfortunately, is a 2-gauge move. 9% accuracy, 55 power, physical steel. Small chance of bringing user's attack, which is around 20%, right? X attack, we all know what that is. Ironhead, 92 power, steel, physical, 100% accuracy, 3-gauge, moderate chance of making the target flinch. And the trainer move best there is, 2 uses on yourself. Raises user's defense, ensures that the next attack will be a crit if Metagross is Mega Evolved. Also makes it so that you can endure the next hit it takes, right? So this is really, really good, especially when you're in Mega Metagross, right? Not only, again, does it raise your defenses, but it also gives you Endure as well, right? So you fire off an extra move or two. Depending on how the situation is on the field. As you can see, Steven does not have crit buffs, and aside from the guaranteed crit here, which isn't much of an issue, right? What used to be an issue when Steven Metagross first came around, where like the hardest content was still like co-op stuff, right? Now it's not that big of a deal because you could just run supports, run Phoebe physical sports, for crit, Sabrina for crit, Torchic for crit, right? Whatever. So that's not a big deal anymore. But overall, like, the moveset is really nice because, like, Ironhead, like, not a chance of flinch, that's like 40%, right? And again, it still does a lot of damage as well. So, like, very, very, very powerful kit. Move on, sync move. Pretty standard, mega sync move. Solid Steel, Meteor Mash, Steel, physical, 160 power, becomes Mega Metagross until out of battle. As for its passives, it has Power Chain 3, which powers up moves when Unity bonuses effect. Obviously, that's only useful in co-op, which is a big deal. And that has Impervious, where its stats can be lowered, which used to be a big deal. When opponent sync moves lowered everyone's buffs. Now, it's still nice to have, but it's not like as big of a deal anymore, right? So as for Steven Metagross's grid, right, which it does have, you've got some decent stuff here. You've got not decent. You got some really, really good stuff here. So you got Ironhead Aggravation 1. So it raises your chances to flinch the opponent, I think, to around 51%, right? So that's an insanely high chance to flinch your opponent. And then you also have your standard Ironhead move gauge refresh with Ironhead power-ups to make your Ironhead obviously more powerful. And as for some other stuff, you've got Bullet Punch Eagle Eye 9, just for those who are, worried about the crit thing. And as I saw that, I forgot to mention what Metagross is like after you mega it, right? So once you mega it, you use its sync move, it turns into Mega Metagross, and then you get Bullet Punch. You get Bullet Punch for Meteor Mash, right? You lose Meteor Mash, you gain Bullet Punch. Bullet Punch is 75 power, a physical steel type move. 100% accuracy, it's a quick move. Use it 3 times, right? For Steven, it's rather helpful because of your speed, relatively slow. So when you don't have enough gauge, you can throw one of those out there in between just to wait, right? So that's great. And after you Mega, you just have insane stats, 460 attack, highest in the game, right, by far. Defense 187, and then 182 special defense. So it becomes really, really tanky, right? No change in speed, unfortunately, but again, you do get Bullet Punch, which helps with that a decent amount. So again, back to the grid. Bullet Punch Eagle Eye raises crit chance when you use the move, which is nice. You get crit even without a support, but nowadays, again, supports are not a big deal. You just bring supports. Well, they are a big deal, but it's not a big deal to like bring in supports, right? So you probably would want supports to buff your crit anyways. As for other stuff, you have Unyielding, which is nice. You got Recuperation 2, which is very, very good, especially for Villa. And that's why, and Recuperation is one of the reasons why Steven is so incredibly powerful in Battle, just because it constantly heals. It tanks, it's one of the tankiest strikers in the game. And then also it's Haymaker, so its sync move, isn't even like a potato, right? Usually Mega sync moves are potato, but Steven's isn't because you have Haymaker. Your sync move isn't a potato, and you also heal from your sync move. So this is very different from Garchomp, right? Usually Garchomp, you don't want to use your sync move. With Steven Metagross, you actually do want to use your sync move, so you could heal and do a lot of damage. And as for some other stuff, you got the standard X attack MP refresh, best there is MP refresh if you need that. Force Field, small chance of raising, 20% chance of raising special defense of all allied sync pairs when you use a move, which is cool, I guess. Occasionally raises Pokemon's defense when you use a move. Stoic, Natural Remedy, removes all status conditions. And then you got some Meteor Mash stuff as well. Swag Bag, which raises chance of increasing, your attack with Meteor Mash, all that stuff. You want to run that, which I don't personally recommend. So it's just that Ironhead's just so powerful, right? Ironhead plus aggravation. It doesn't seem like much. It really doesn't seem like much, but it's incredibly powerful. Steven's one of the strongest units of the game. Relatively, it's like, and sometimes folks do like mistakes Steven Metagross for something not as good, right? But the thing with Steven Metagross is it's very, very different from units like Cynthia or Singsu Red. Well, I wouldn't say as much. I guess Singsu Red's the main culprit right here. Singsu Red, you could just do whatever and then it just destroys them point, right? You'd have to use a bit more skill in trying to use Steven Metagross, right? There's a lot of different situations you have to adapt to it. Timing on your Ironhead for the flinch, right? All that stuff. Move gauge management, that's pretty important for Steven, right? Your buff management, all that stuff. But when used well, you could with a bit of luck as well, you could basically clear stage with taking no damage at all with this guy. Dude's incredibly powerful, especially in Villa. So anyways, moving on to the banner. So here's the thing with the banner, right? Is this a strong unit? I think you guys probably already got the point that it's incredibly powerful. However, as good as it is, and it has a good banner as well, it's on a POKEFAIR banner. It's not like it sings with Grimsley, who's insanely powerful, but on a potato banner, right? This is actually on a good banner. A POKEFAIR banner, 10% rate for 5 stars in comparison to the regular 7% rate on 5 stars, right? You should summon, however, just like the one I talked about in the Cynthia banner rerun, right? However, you don't summon on day 1. Here's the thing. Last time we got a Datamined, it was, I think, on the Monday morning, Sunday night of that last unit drop, right, which was Steelix. So Steelix dropped, and then that week's Sunday night / Monday morning, again, depends on where you live, right? That's when they dropped the new data download. So I would assume we would be getting the data download within this week, and Steven Metagross's banner doesn't go away until next month, right? So yes, Steven's very, very good. Yes, you could potentially summon on it, but is because that potentially is because you wait, do not summon on it yet, right? Wait till we see what happens in the next Datamined, right? Is there anything interesting, or if you want to save for, anniversary, which again would be huge, right? Probably save with that as well, or you save for whatever's coming next month. Like I mentioned before, my personal speculation, Lance rerun would be very, I would say, likely to an extent, right? So there's that to keep in mind. And also, not to brag here, but last time Steven's banner came to the game, everyone is extremely hyped, which I understand. Steven Metagross, super hyped character. I personally love Steven. I love Metagross, right? But I told everyone, do not summon. I told folks, do not summon on the banner yet, right? I told everyone over and over again to wait until the Datamined, right? Wait until the Datamined. Don't summon on Steven yet. And this seems to be the same situation, except unfortunately Steven's in this position again, right? But last time I told folks, don't summon on the banner yet. Wait for the Datamined, and look what we got in the Datamined. We got Signature Alyssa. We got Sabrina. We got Fantina, if anyone cares. And obviously the big one, which was Signature Red and Charizard, right? So I'm not saying that what's coming next month would be on that level, right? I'm just saying that just wait on it, right? If you want to spend your gems on Steven, if you want to get Steven, I understand. Like I mentioned before, a billion times, it's an incredibly strong unit. But just wait on it. Wait until we get the data download. At least see what's next month. If you don't want to save for anniversary, I understand, which again, I would probably recommend folks saving for anniversary. But if you really don't want to save for anniversary, at least wait till we see what we get next month, right? Your gems aren't going anywhere unless you spend them, right? So just wait a few more days. Just wait for like one more week. We very, very likely will get data download this week, and then after the data download comes in, you can see, if there's anything better next month, then save for next month. If there isn't, right, if it turns out next month there's potatoes, then sure, summon on Steven's banner. Okay, I won't stop you, right? But anyways, again, like I mentioned a billion times, wait for the data download. Steven's good. Steven's very, very good. The banner is good. Just hold on to your gems. So anyways, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I mentioned before, I will not be summoning for Steven live when the banner drops. Not because I'm in this situation a lot of you guys are, unfortunately. Fortunately for me, I guess. I already have Steven maxed out, so keep in mind, don't be waiting there at 11 p.m. PDT waiting for me to stream. Sometimes I won't be streaming that. However, I will be streaming some more Isle of Armor later today, right? Later this afternoon, probably probably after 5 p.m. PDT, right? More again, Isle of Armor streams. However, no Steven Metagross summon streams, unfortunately, right? So anyways, again, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoyed this video, supporting the channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. And I'll see you guys in the next one.